I'm out here puffy chest about 18, nigga.
Hey, I'm puffy chest.
I'm puffy chest. That is not it. That is not it. That is not it, bro. That is not it. That is not it, bro. Hey, I'm not gonna be mad at you tonight. You can have your night.
You're not about to do that tonight.
You can have it tonight, G.
No, G, we ain't on that, famo. No, give it up. You gotta give it up. He played like ass a little bit. One interception might have been on Luther Burden, and the other interception on his fucking coach for calling that play on 4th and 1. So should have ran the fucking ball. Stop playing with me.
So it's okay. So it's okay for him not to play the first half. So it's okay for your quarterback to not play the first half.
That's on the coach and the defense. Tell the defense don't give up 21 points. Tell the defense don't give up 21 points. Tell the defense don't give up 21 points. Tell them that. We don't have to have these comebacks. And we don't have to have these comebacks.
Talking Caleb. I don't want to hear shit about the defense, bro.
No, the defense gave up 20 points. Y'all are not going to come in here every night and don't put the defense on their ass like they supposed to. Every fucking game, they trash. And y'all want to come in here and say Caleb got to play 100% football every fucking game. I'm not dealing with it tonight. No, sir, read it. Dennis Allen need to be fucking fired. Phillips' fucking ass. Montana's ass. Tariq Stevenson's ass. Everybody on that defense is ass, bro. Fuck that defense. And fuck whoever else who think this fucking defense is good.
Man, we said this shit 7 weeks ago. This defense was dog shit.
Yeah, I'm not going to hear it,
bro. I don't want to hear it, bro.
I'm just happy we won the game, bro. That's it.
What are we talking about?
I'm just happy we won the game and we got another week to play. That's what I'm happy about.
Hey, I ain't talking no more. Craig, talk that shit for me, big dog. Craig, talk that shit you was talking in that chat about this defense. Let's get to it. We're not doing it tonight. We're not doing it tonight. No. We're not doing that tonight, Shad. No, we're not. No, we're not.
Doing what?
Talk that shit about like this defense is good. This defense is ass.
Please clarify.
This defense is ass. Defense is ass, bro. Period. Point blank. Get this shit off my team. Get Billups off my team. Get Grady off my team. Get these huff ass niggas off my team. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm. So again, you want to have a conversation about the defense? That's done the same
absolutely.
Shit.
I absolutely do.
But now you irate. But you wasn't irate.
I'm not doing that tonight.
In a row.
No, talk about the defense.
You 3 weeks in a row, though. When I told you about this butt-naked, soft-ass defense for 7 weeks, you capped these motherfuckers talking about this and that. Now I can't talk about the quarterback or the offense at all. That's what we're doing tonight, G. Now you gonna edit the commentary, G.
Talk about the 21 points in the first half, Shad.
That is not how you talk about the game, bro.
Talk about the 21 points in the first half, Shad. Come on, man.
The whole story, bro.
Caleb don't play defense, bro. Caleb don't play defense, bro. He don't play fucking tight end. He don't play safety. He don't play linebacker. He don't play none of that, bro. 21 points in the first half, and we had to crawl out of that, bro. Talk about that defense, big dog. I want to hear it.
Hey, man, the defense was pathetic. There's no words in the English language to discuss the defense. We haven't said it nauseum for the last 6-7 weeks that anybody's joined the CNG podcast, pre-game, post-game. However, you're not going to get off scot-free at all. And you're not going to tell me I can't say shit. So secondarily, I'm going to talk about this motherfucking offense. They want to put 3 points on the board again at halftime. Okay?
Go ahead.
So you want to continue to point at the defense. Ain't nothing to talk about. There's nothing to talk about with the defense. They have not performed above average in 10 weeks.
Right.
The Green Bay Packers had the same philosophy they had the last 2 matchups. The last 2 matchups, they outplayed Chicago offensively. They outplayed Chicago defensively. This game changed with a missed extra point. The Chicago Bears have stayed on narrative all season. If you give them a crack, they're going to open the window. Their quarterback's DNA is bred for these moments. He's bred for these moments. You hope to have a team that you don't have to be down 18 points
Who's bred for these moments? Say the name. Who's bred for these moments? Say the name. Say his name.
Bro.
Say his name. There we go.
18.
There we go. Talk to me now. Come on now.
I'm glad you're confident in the quarterback tonight.
Yeah, come on. Come on with it. Say his name. Yeah, let's go. Right, 18. He's bred for this, right? You just said it. So don't start off with you talking about him. Talk about that defense. If he's so much bred for it, he won the game. Come on, man. No.
Help me figure out. When I point to the reason the Bears should have won the game should have been because of ball control. What did Green Bay do today? Ball control. And they controlled the entire game for 90% of this game. So the philosophy in terms of the approach wasn't flawed. Whether you agree with it or not. The Bears had an opportunity today to basically dictate the offense by keeping the ball on the ground, and they chose not to do so. By throwing the different intangibles in clutch points of the game. That's a unique trait that you don't normally see from a young quarterback. So much kudos to 18. And by no definition of the stretch, am I saying was he not the best player on the field today? Because for 4 quarters, 18 was your best player in Chicago today. Gentlemen, ladies, anybody that's tuned in today. But the story again comes down to Ben Johnson galvanized the troops over 4 quarters and them getting it done the way that they've gotten it done all season. It was an absolute cardiac arrest of a game. I hope everybody's okay, first and foremost.
Yeah.
But goddamn.
Yeah, I'm just hyped, man. You know, I want to start it off with what you know, I'm just real passionate, man. You know, I'm passionate, bro. And I'm out here saying tonight that the young boy put the team on his back, bro. That was not a guaranteed win, bro. The run game was not working. I got a notepad full of notes that my man Ben Johnson had 8 bad play calls, impactful play calls. Caleb had 2 interceptions. People telling me the interceptions don't matter because you want to see him throw the ball. I conceded to that. I said, you know what, y'all right. So don't get mad when he out here throwing interceptions trying to win the game. You know what I mean? We can't have it both ways. You know what I'm saying? So 18 did what he's supposed to do.
That interception inside the 10 was not to win the game. That was a bad fucking throw.
I don't know what you're
now
talking
one
about.
To Luther Burton.
Ridiculous, man.
Yeah,
that one to Luther Burton.
The one to Luther Burton, I can kind of say that was a miscommunication. But that one he threw the cold for Matt and the down. Was that a
That was on 4th and 1. That was on 4th and 1.
Yeah, but you can make a better throw. I would even say in that moment he was running for his life, but there again, like, you know, I don't know. I mean, Cole Kmet didn't have a chance to get the football, so I don't know. I don't play quarterback, but that you turn the ball over. I mean, whatever. I mean, but second half it was a whole different Caleb Williams. So it was good Caleb, bad Caleb. You know, so you know I can't put everything on Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson had a couple of fuck ups himself, but Ben's an aggressive coach, and he knew that the defense wasn't giving him what he needed in the first half. That's why he was gambling so much on 4th down. So I can understand what he was trying to do in theory, but it didn't work out. So he's gonna catch hell for that. But at the end of the day, they won the game. Shout out to Caleb Williams, man. The second half, he did his thing. You know, he did his thing. I mean, the first half, he looked like he was flustered, out of sorts. And then the second half, the defense gave him life, gave him a couple stops. And then he started showing out. So it was a team win tonight. You know, special teams came in. I think special teams won the game, to be honest. You know.
Oh, yeah. That was
special teams won the game, you know. So I'm proud. I like to, it was a 4-phase. The crowd was killing it. The crowd was loud as shit towards the 4th quarter. So it was a 4-phase game, man. So bring on Philly. I mean, I think we get Philly or San Francisco. I want San Francisco to win because that California shit, they ain't gonna be ready for that cold weather next week.
Yeah, CJ, man. I know I was hyping a little animated earlier, man, but I'm pumped up, man. It's a lot of shit that I've been taking notes of because I saw Caleb Williams come out there, man, and complete damn near every third down in that first quarter and a lot in that first half, bro. And the fourth down. He did a lot of work today, man. He made some mistakes, but it's you got to play 4 quarters, man. And he has the ability to come back and win games. The whole narrative that the whole narrative that I'm paying attention to is that the defense, to me, needs a retooling, bro. That defensive line has to get replaced. Yeah. Ryan Poles and Dennis Allen, if Dennis Allen is here, he's going to have to do his best fucking work, bro. I'm like Shad. I think we should fire Dennis Allen, man. Shad said it on one of our other shows, one of our other podcasts. He didn't like Dennis Allen from the beginning. So I think that got to change, man. I really think that defense needs a whole new line, bro. So CJ, man, just what's your thoughts on the game in general, man? While we in the post game, before we pull up the live press conference.
Yeah, I'm gonna just say that I think the Bears need to. I don't think Dennis Allen will be the defense coordinator on this team next year because you got to have a coach. You got to have a coach that's willing to make adjustments. Now he did that.
He will be.
He did that by playing man instead of playing zone. He kept switching back and forth. Maybe they threw off Green Bay's offense. Who knows? But Caleb Williams definitely carried his team in that fourth quarter and definitely made the plays that he needed to make. You know, 60 minutes does matter in a football game. You can't always look at the score. You gotta watch the time. If there's a little time on that clock, anything can happen.
The
first drive of the fucking game was 17 plays, man, and it ended in a field goal. If y'all satisfied with that sorry shit, then that's cool. But Ben Johnson and Caleb failed the offense on that first drive by not getting points in that red zone. I'm sorry. Then when you get the second quarter after Green Bay drove, you throw a pick. Like, I'm sorry. You come out the game not ready to play. Like, I don't give a fuck that we won, bro. Like, that. What the fuck is that? What is
a win in the playoff? It's our first playoff win.
Saying, bro.
That's the first playoff win, bro.
Bro, look at the game within the game. Green Bay nutted up again, bro. This shit is like, all right, you could say that this was a great win. Great. We didn't.
I'm not saying it's a great win. We won a playoff game, which we haven't done. We haven't done it.
That shit is ridiculous, bro.
So you want us to be perfect in the first year of a team, right?
No,
you want us
bro,
to be perfect, right? You want everything to be perfect. Like we win a game and you can't say it's a good game. We came back and won. Right? That's what we doing.
What we were discussing is how they start games, G. Their first three possessions was a field goal, an interception, and turnover.
It was.
So if I say something about that, now we can track it because they won the game. Like that didn't happen because they won the game. Like
they
what
won
the fuck
the game.
are we talking, bro?
Because
yes,
they won.
Yes, they won, bro. But this is part of the issue. You talking about the defense, but the team has not played with a lead in 6 weeks.
Yeah.
It's a different type of defensive approach if you're playing with the lead as opposed to behind, bro. If a team has to go one-dimensional, you call different shit than you do when the team got their whole playbook. That's why the Packers were able to dictate, walk up and down the field in the first half.
A W is a W. Dying to live.
We on the same page.
Look, and we didn't have a running game, and Caleb did what he had to do. He willed us this game. And I told that to Allen in the private phone call, bro. The run game not working right now. It's not working.
The running game is pretty decent, man. He had like 70
yards. The ball 70 times a game, and it don't run. And then when Caleb come out here and got to win the game, he threw this, he do that. But when the run game ain't working, you don't bring up the run game.
But what's your definition of not working? Like,
not dominate.
I need to know what your definition of not working is.
The dominate, right? The offensive line, how many holes were they really opened up towards the middle of that
When I was watching Kyle Monangai, he was getting like 5 or 6 a pop.
Right.
So I think the run game was pretty efficient tonight. Yeah, it was some 3 yards in a cloud of dust, but it was also some efficient runs, and that's what wore down Green Bay. Those 3 and 4s, running the ball up in there, yeah, man, that wore Green Bay down. Like, fourth quarter, they ain't have nothing left. You know, so the run game is not always about, like how I want to say, it's not always about look sometimes, it's about feel. If you make sure that team is making sure they have to fight the run game, that's going to wear them guys down. That's going to open up post and leveling on guys on mismatches and play action and things like that. Caleb was doing a lot of play action tonight. He also was running for his life. Oh, and he didn't have to sometimes, but that's just Caleb. But I feel like the running game had its necessary needs tonight. I feel like the offensive line did pretty good tonight with the running game. They were pushing guys around that second half.
Yeah. We got some comments, man. Here we got Scotty. What up, Scotty? Man, that's my best friend, right? He said, y'all arguing and y'all won. We just passionate, bro. That's all, man. We're not arguing. I'm just pumped up and I'm hyped, man. I'm just pumped up and I'm hyped, bro. This how I am when I'm hyped sometimes.
We fucking playing another week, so ain't shit wrong over here, brother. Please
right.
We feeling real good at CNG. But
that's all it is, for real.
You got to understand who you sitting here listening to, man. You talking to them. You talk. First of all, I'm going to speak for myself. See, I don't tolerate fuckery. And I'm going to look at this game like it is. We played Green Bay 3 times this year.
We doing all 22 shots.
Played us all 3. We won 2 of them 3. But at the same token, we got to call a spade because guess what? We won a Super Bowl. So you need to know where your team is deficient at. So next week, when they need to tighten it up, you see if they improved. Yeah. Your quarterback threw 50% completions. 50%. Yeah. That's not good. You can sit and tap dance and tiddlywink and pop bottles. 50% of your passes in a professional league game when you throw 40 of them bitches is not good, fam.
No.
That's a lot of wasted yards. Yes, there were drops. Yes, there were bad routes ran by the receivers. Yes, there was nervousness from the quarterback early in the game. Yes, there were dingling ass routes by the offensive coordinator tonight from your play caller. Yes, those things are true. But at the end of the day, when we're looking at the stats that's supposed to synopsize the game, you look at your quarterback's completion percentage. You look at the fact that you only ran the ball 28 times. You look at the fact that Colston Loveland had 137 yards. But
he broke a record, Sean. He broke a record, too.
Oh, no doubt.
Since like 1988 or some shit.
No doubt. First of all, the biggest game from a rookie tight end ever. Okay?
Yeah.
Ever. Okay? But we looking at the context of what this team's supposed to be doing. Rome on his first game back, when they targeted him in the first play, in the first drive, he missed the opportunity in the red zone to catch a touchdown because he's rusty. So them 2 for 44 should have been 3 for 50 and a touch. The offensive line got their ass whooped in the first quarter. Can I talk about the facts, people? The O-line got their tails whooped in the first quarter. Yeah. Green Bay came down, slapped their face. They said, you know what? We're going to line up and we're going to blitz. We're going to run blitz early. Allen, that edge was tight with no cutbacks for them running backs in the first half. That's why G didn't want to see the ball being ran. They wasn't being successful.
You right. Don't expose me too much, Sean. Don't expose me too much, Sean.
No, but the run game is one of those things that you got to continue to attack, because that's one of the things you wear people down. You know, and it did its job. The run game did its job as the game went on. You know, Calvin guy was doing a hell of a job finishing runs.
Yes, sir. And you're right about that, because here go the context, y'all. The thing is, when you use that run game, you dictate how you pass. Not passing to get back in the game. That's what Caleb got his yards on, against soft coverage, because they was passing to get back in the game. Green Bay was playing off a 2-touchdown lead. So don't get it twisted. He wasn't throwing in tight windows the whole second half. So for me, I'm looking at the simple fact that I need these motherfuckers to get off the Bucks and run the ball. Because when you do that, that then allows them to go more play action and have more efficient throws, man. When you have 40 throws, I'm expecting Burden, Odunze, or more to have 100 on top of Colson's 100. But none of them broke 50. DJ wouldn't have broke 50 unless he caught that last pump fake touchdown at the end of the game. We can't keep having these type of performances, man. We need to be more efficient in that first quarter so that we not struggling or pressing that defense to have to come up with a clutch stop. We talked about this I don't know if this was before pregame. I said, I feel a fourth quarter, last drive by Green Bay coming.
Boy, you got my mama rolling in here, boy.
It's being honest. That fourth quarter drive was written in script. And what did we end up seeing? So for me, I'm looking at it like you got to be able to trust your defense, but the only way that I trust that defense is if they know how to play with a lead. Not out of desperation, man. They ain't got them kind of players. And now they probably going to be down 3 starters next week anyway.
Yeah. Just a crazy game, man. Just to side point, man. Y'all know I'm calm now, man. You know, I might have had a little bit of slick in my system or something like that earlier, man. I was a little bit pumped up. I need you on camera with me, G. No, but Shad right, man. And we talked about this before, man. I'm just pumped up from a win, man. Our first playoff win, I think, in 15 years, man. It means a lot to me, man, as a fan, bro. To have a quarterback, he's not perfect, man. But you know what? He comes through when you need him to come through. 7 comeback wins. That got to be a record. Ben Johnson, man, the guy seems to be – he's a rookie head coach. He still got a lot left to learn to me. Sometimes his play calling is not good in certain moments of the fucking game, bro. It's just if you really watch it, it's not as smooth as I wanted to be. But I'm gonna just put that on him being a rookie head coach because the man's gave us our first fucking playoff win in 15 years, bro. So all positive vibes, man. The offense, we can't continue to win games like this, bro. This was the worst part of the win, bro. We said it in the chat with our pregame show. We said we gotta get on top of them early, man. We just got to get on top. We didn't do nothing early in this game to where we wouldn't have to have a comeback win. That shit is so disappointing, bro. I'm here having so much superstitious. I'm not talking in the chat. I got a jersey off with shit. I'm doing all type of superstitious shit in here for us to win this game, bro. All because we haven't evolved enough to put up points in the first half, bro. Man, this team is something else, man. This team is just something else. It's something else, man. But we came out on top. And to Shaw's point again, Green Bay couldn't finish the game, bro. They couldn't finish the game. They were terrible in the second half. They looked like a first half team. Like the shit flipped. Like we looked like how they looked in the first half. And they looked like how we look. We look like them in the second half. They look like us in the first half. And that shit totally flipped. So CJ, Shaw, I got one question though. What adjustments did you see in the defense that Ben Johnson made that probably helped us slow the Green Bay Packers down to where they didn't put a 40 burger on us? You see anything that he did differently?
Are you talking about defensive adjustments at halftime?
Yeah, did you see something like, oh yeah, he did this, oh he called this, he did that? Yeah.
So for me, look, early in the game, Green Bay, it was about their formations, and they ran a lot of 11 in the first half. If you noticed, I think that Josh Jacobs had hit 15 attempts like at halftime damn near. He only finished with 19. So like that dictated to me like they were playing more base offense, more conservative offense, trying not to allow the Bears to get a turnover early. And they were being effective with it. I think what they were doing, they were going to a lot of their safe shit and just trusting the fact that they're going to have some coverage opportunities in the secondary. They had some on Deshaun Wright. They picked on 6 all game. Jaquan Brisker missed some coverage opportunities. It was missed tackles by Jalen Johnson and bad coverage by Jalen Johnson. It was really horrible secondary play today. Al Harris has to have his motherfucking locks on fire, primarily because guys just were completely out of space. You saw Tyreek Stevenson come back and forth in the game. I'm pretty sure he's probably going to be locked in as a starter next week because he looked like he was the only one ready to play.
Hey, Shaw, I gotta cut you off, Ben. I gotta cut you off. Ben is at the podium.
Let's talk to the coach.
Yeah, bro.
All the people in this building, players, coaches, support staff. To to do what they just did with the stakes as high as they were, and knowing that it's win or go home at this point, down 21-3 at halftime, and defense bowing up like they did in the second half with a number of 3 and outs, and then the offense coming to life, and finding a way to get us enough points in the fourth quarter there. I think
we did it, bro.
Points in the
we did it, Joe. We did it.
It was a huge deal.
Do the meme. You better put the meme.
And it's really who those guys are now at this point. We got a group of guys that just they don't waver. The odds are stacked against us, and despite the fact we don't like that score at halftime, nobody does. No one envisioned the first 30 minutes going that way.
You're right. You're right.
And yet,
I'm sick of it.
Just keep plugging along, and we keep fighting. And we've proven that this year. That's who we are. That's what we do.
Let me know if you want to come on the show, Amber. Amber, you want to come on the post game, Amber?
That being said, I'll go ahead and
go back. You want to come on the post game?
All season.
I'll send you the link, my boy.
Again tonight. Are you just
I'll send you the link.
What this team will do?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's our identity here at this point, and some people say it's not sustainable. I don't know. It's,
I'm gonna send you the link, bro.
That's who we are on defense, and on offense, it's explosive plays. That's kind of what we've done all year long, and coming up in big moments. And as a team, it's just resiliency and knowing that late in the fourth quarter, that's really when we're at our best as a football team. So we'll keep striving to be better earlier in games and starting. But that's
I sent you the link. Go back.
I can't be
so back
anymore.
Your team was down 21-3 at halftime. Obviously, you've been in these positions before throughout the season, but understanding the stakes.
Hey, get your YouTube people out of here, man.
Well, the one thing that we had done during training camp was we had shown the film of the Atlanta and New England game and the Super Bowl from, was that 2016? I can't remember what year that was, but we have 2 players on our roster that were part of both of those teams. Grady was with Atlanta and Joe Tooney was with New England, and it was just great to get perspective from both of those players of how that game went down. And I think it's just a good lesson to be learned that it's 28-3 in the middle of the.
I see you, Amber, man. We got Ben up here talking, but we're gonna get to it, man. Get your thoughts together, man. Get your notes.
Still being played. There's a lot of time left, and that was my message to the group, just reminding them that this has been done before, and rather than saying "woe is me" and "oh crap, we're in a hole," it's more a great opportunity for us to turn this thing around into a game.
Yeah, OG, you really up? You got an outfit on, man. What the hell you was at?
Is that as emotional as you've seen Caleb this season? And how did you and him get on the same page?
Emotional during the game or after the game?
During the game, he was extremely emphatic on the sidelines and very vocal.
Yeah. It's something that we'll talk about. I think he and I both, we want to be, try to be as stoic and steady for our guys as we can be. And, I'll talk to him and see if he felt like he could have handled anything any better than what he did. But, we all came in with high expectations on how this game would go. We certainly didn't think, we'd have 4 possessions in the first half and only have 3 points to show for it. And so you do get a little bit disappointed when something like that happens, and yet you know that you're going to have opportunities down the road as well, in the second half, which we did. So as always, Caleb came through for us. He made some big time throws in some critical situations. Guys made some big catches. Guys up front protected. I mean, you get in that spot where you're down a little bit, and you got to throw it a little bit more, and you need the big guys to bow up and give us a clean pocket. And it took the entire offense.
I got you, OG.
The one play at a time mantra. They said that.
What a game!
Breaking news! Ozzy Trapillo broke his patella tendon.
That much to get your guys to stay in that, to believe in it, and what allows this group to buy in and believe.
Yeah, well, I mean, every team's different, but certainly it seemed to resonate with those guys, and they did a great job. I mean, the only way you come back from a deficit like that is one possession at a time, trying to get more points on the scoreboard, continuing to hold them and getting the ball back for the offense. Special teams played a major factor in this game as well throughout. And so, yeah, I mean, you got no other choice. You know, you're not going to get it all back all in one shot. And so, yeah, you just keep plugging along. And I think we had a couple field goals to get us going a little bit. And then the touchdowns eventually, you know, broke the dam and ended up coming in.
And what was different about your defense?
Hurry up, Ben, so we can talk to SoBack.
Something I have to look at if we're doing anything different. I don't think schematically we weren't. We're sticking to the plan, you know, but I do think our guys were certainly doing a good job getting off the field on third down. You know, we weren't doing that a whole lot in the first half. We had some opportunities, and it's a really good offense on third down, and they certainly were in the first half. You know, and that was kind of the story there for most of the game, I thought.
But we usually, I mean, it's obvious you won a playoff game in this manner. It's obvious you're going to be pretty excited. We don't see a kind of emotion from you at the buzzer as we did today. It's just, again, the obvious of winning a playoff game.
Yeah. There was probably a little bit more noise coming out of their building up north to start the week, which we heard loud and clear.
One on my
players
Facebook
and
page
coaches alike.
Crazy right now.
This one meant something to us.
I ain't even check Facebook or Twitter for real.
Third quarter when you finally forced the punt to settle for the field goal, you're in the red zone. You're thinking, you know, you're going to run out of time, but you convert those to touchdowns.
Man, I'd be honest with you, I can't think back at every possession right now. So I can't. Maybe tomorrow I can reflect a little bit more on particular things like that. I apologize.
Colston Love was really come along second half of the season. He just had the second best postseason game over rookie tight end in NFL history. When did you know the light bulb was going on for him, and then how have you been able to change how you use him? He can't miss big performance here tonight.
Well, he's a guy that you know, when we drafted him, he was still coming off the injury, and so it took us. You know, he really missed the springtime, and then training camp, you're trying to be smart in terms of how you're acclimating him, not just to the offense, but physically, you know, making sure his shoulders good to go. And so it did take a little bit of time before we built that trust with him. You know, early in the season, you know, you play a Flores defense, and he makes it a little bit more challenging to get the tight ends the ball sometimes. You know, it's hard to dictate where the ball goes against him sometimes. And so a little bit of a slower start early in the year, and then it's just kind of picked up and it's clicked for us. And so I know Caleb has an immense amount of trust in him. You know, he's a guy that he's one of the first people in the building every single day. He's always studying his playbook while he's eating breakfast. He's always the last one off the practice field, doing the jugs machine. He's been the model of consistency, which for a rookie, you know, speaks volumes. And so as a coaching staff, I know we really believe in him.
DJ, who is this Broncos fan from YouTube? Sergio, what up, man?
Start today, passing wise. How did you see him kind of just stick with it?
Yeah, well, I mean,
What?
you get down like we do, and you kind of for it. Well, I have to throw it a little bit more, and if anything, that probably gets them into more of a rhythm, you know. And so, it's a balancing act as a play caller, because I do feel strongly about our running game and the guys up front and our running backs, and it's been a big part of our identity on offense. So, but at the same time, I do love seeing Caleb getting that.
I hope Matt LaFleur gets
confidence
tired,
up, and you know, the more opportunities he has, normally the more come on offense as well. So, you know, it was just one of those things. I think he just started feeling it there in the fourth quarter and made some big plays for us.
Thanks, guys.
Yep. Thank you.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we got my boy SoBack Sports on Amerton here, man. He probably was like 4 years old the last time the Bears probably won a playoff game. He probably never seen the Bears win a playoff game. But we got my young boy in the building, man. Aaron SoBack Sports, man. We won, bro. Crazy game. You know, cardiac Bears. Don't score in the first half. But how are you feeling? Like, I hope you weren't as hype as me. I was hyped, bro. I was in here cussing, yelling, all type of shit, man. And who coming up to the podium now? Caleb, hold on, y'all.
Watch how vocal you were on the sideline with teammates.
That boy still got his uniform.
Yeah, I mean, I would say I was calm. You know, obviously some frustrating moments. Us just not doing our job. Us, not focus on the details. Us, those type of things.
What
that in
about
these
you,
games
though?
You can't have.
Where's your
So,
accountability, Caleb?
that was the frustrating part. That's where my frustration. That's where some of the early in the game, kind of me being vocal was coming from, the anger and things like that. Just because it wasn't guys out there not giving effort and things like that. It was just guys just not being on where they need to be at the right time and things like that. And so, we're gonna go back. We're gonna watch the film. We're gonna fix it. But the great thing is we're moving on to the next round, and so we have a shot to be able to do that. And so, being able to stay calm through it, obviously use the frustration, being able to communicate with the guys even through the frustration, so that when the moment comes up, we hit and we show up in those moments so we can go win the game.
Caleb, we've talked all season about how different this offense has been for you.
Yeah.
Like calling the 25-yard, the pass to DJ Moore at the
I ain't
end.
never going to sleep tonight.
How well did the call work?
I ain't going
It was perfect call. We end up throwing a screen early in the game, and so it sets it up, to the same side, and so it sets it up, and then, being able to have that play call that we worked for, I think, the past 3 or 4 weeks, and just didn't use it in those other games, and then in the right moment at the right time, coach calls it just as he does, and the guys did a great job selling it. Obviously, DJ made a great catch.
Did pick up bigs.
Just put the ball out there for him to go out there, make a catch for us, and go win a game.
When did you see it? When and what goes through your mind this split second?
Yeah, once we lined up, I actually knew that we were about to hit it. Just off the demeanor of the guys on the other side of the ball, just had a feeling that was going to be the one. And like I said, the guys did a great job. O-line did a great job blocking. The guys did a great job over there selling the fake, and then obviously DJ going to the sideline.
So before that, when the game's on the line, you want to be blowing the ball.
Yep.
But what's it like watching from the sideline when the defense is out there and you have Jordan Love marching down the field at the end?
Pure belief. That's all you need. And you got belief in the coaches that they're going to call the right play at the right time. You got belief in the players that are on the field, they're going to make the right play at the right time. And so the belief, all I said was to guys, you don't need to be Superman. You don't need to go and do anything crazy. You just got to go out there and focus and do your job. And those guys looked me in the eyes and said, we're going to make it happen. That's what they said to me. And so the belief was there, the trust was there, and they went out there and made the plays when it counted.
When you came to the Bears, you talked about changing the history, rewriting your own history.
Mm-hmm.
One of the negative histories here has been this rivalry.
Yep.
What message do you think that you sent to the Packers this season?
Yeah. We're here. And I'm gonna be here for a while is my plan. And so, be here with Coach, win a bunch of games, be in these moments, and come out victorious. That's the mindset for right now. This year, that's also a mindset for the future.
You all skipped the ball, you hit the Rome.
Damn, bro, you want 2,000, bro? You need to cash out me 50 of that, bro. Send me $100, bro.
We ended up having like a looper or a blitzer. I haven't obviously gone back and watched it yet. And, he ended up breaking through.
You need $100, big dog.
And I felt the edge. I could have got around, and I knew where the play was going, and so I wanted to go in that direction with Rome, and just didn't have enough time to be able to sit there and throw a ball in the pocket. And wanted to go in that direction because I saw the space before when I was dropping back, and so I went in that direction. And honestly, just understand it's fourth down. I gotta put the ball in play. Rome went and made a great catch, adjusting to the ball. I threw him upfield. I knew, I think 25 was trailing him, and so put it upfield a little bit. It creates an awkward angle for him and makes it a little bit easier catch for Rome.
Maybe you said you knew the game was over when you guys hit that pass. What was your mindset when you converted there?
Yeah, go win the game. That was my mindset. That drive and the drive before, that was my mindset throughout the drive. That was my mindset in that fourth down. And it's fun having that belief in your guys, from your guys, and also from Coach. Coach said in the headset, "I need you right here, and go make a play, kid." And we went out there and we did just that.
Caleb, how's your ankle?
My ankle's good. It was I ended up landing on his foot, and so my ankle was a little bit higher off the ground. I would say I have pliable ankles because I work on that, just making sure I don't have any bad ankle sprains and things like that. So it was a little bit higher off the ground, and I ended up landing wrong, and Felt like my ankle bone touched the ground, but I haven't gone back and seen it. Yeah.
Sorry, Caleb Ben talked about Colston Loveland just barely scratching the surface of his potential.
Oh yeah.
Seems like over the past few weeks, you have really started to form a bond with him. What do you think changed from the beginning of the season to now, and how has he become that for you?
Yeah. We got a home run with him, you know, and that's something Coach said the other day to me. We were, sitting in his office, and everybody goes back to draft night, and why did we get Colston Loveland? Why did we do this? And why did we do that? And it's Colston Loveland. You know what I mean? That's who he is. He's one of the hardest workers on his team. He's there late. He's there early. His body language when he's on the field, all of that is I'm excited for what's to come. I'm excited for what we got, to show for these next couple of weeks, and then what's to come in the future for our trust, our bond, seeing different route concepts, and being able to see different defenses, and just honestly be on the same page 99% of the time. I'm excited.
On the halftime message.
Yep.
This could be legendary. We can make this. How did that resonate with you? Just hearing what his message was at that point, because you guys were down 21-3.
Yeah, it was it's the only option we had. Was to go out there and be legendary, to go out there and execute, to go out there and do our part on the offensive side, defensive side, and special teams. Have each other's back. Go win the effing game.
Caleb then mentioned that hearing the noise from the Packers leading up to this beginning. Did you notice that? Was that something you took exception to, or a little bit of motivation from?
Yeah. They wanted us. That's what I heard. They wanted it, and they got it.
Caleb, do you have a sense of how special this is for the fans in the city?
Sort of. In the sense of, obviously I'm not out in the city, and I'm not out, doing all those different things, but, on game day here tonight was special. And you could feel it. You could feel it from the fans. You could feel it, the energy. On that last drive, delay a game, false start, clock running low. It was chaos because of them. Obviously, our guys out there making plays and stuff, but they were a huge part of it. They were a huge part of this win. They were a huge part of where we're at today. And so we want to keep that going. Like I said, we want to make them proud. We want to make them, happy to be Bear fan. And we're going to try and keep this going.
What's that experience like for you after the game, and just this year having the fun back in football?
Yeah. Football is always fun. It's playing football is fun. Losing isn't. And so, just having this year so far, it's obviously a little bit more fun when you win. But this year has been a special year. The guys that we have in this building is unmatched. The brotherhood, the bond that we have is unmatched. And so we want to keep this going. That was my message to the team after the game. We got to fix whatever we got to fix. We got to start faster. We got to play better. We got to execute more. If we want to reach the goal we want to reach. And it starts with, and happy to advance. It starts with tomorrow. It starts with, whatever day we come back. Because we have a goal in mind that we want to reach, and it starts with being 1-0.
Maybe I've been asked about Colston already, but it seems like he's more and more your go-to in these high leverage situations.
Yep. Yeah. High leverage situations, I believe in all my guys. OZ for the touchdown, he hasn't had many catches. With other guys playing a little bit more. OZ in that moment, DJ at the end, high pressure moment, makes a great catch. It's all the guys, and that's why all their stats are so even. Is because I believe in trusting those guys. I believe in trust that they're going to go out there and make a play for us at whatever moment comes. And whenever it happens, it happens. But I trust those guys. I believe in those guys with all my heart.
Caleb, your friend told us that he showed you guys the 28-3 Super Bowl.
Yep.
And Patriots, and
yep.
You heard from Joe Tooney, who was on the Patriots team. You heard from Grady Jarrett, who was on that Atlanta team.
Mm-hmm.
What effects did that have on the locker room? Did that kind of play into this mentality that you guys have, that you can come back from anything?
Yeah. we've got the belief and faith, and that was something Coach brought up in the locker room is, you know, there's been teams in this situation. We've been in this situation kind of all year, and you know that's the frustrating part because we're such a good team, and you know we have such great coaches and such great players, but to be in those situations and to come out victorious, it's no fluke. It's no this happened, we're lucky. You know, we've done it multiple times this year. It's been proven to be, you know, for us to be a great second half team. And, you know, in this, you can't get behind every game. In the playoffs, you can't get behind every game. You can't, you know, have the miscues and things like that. And so we're going to go back and fix it. But if the game comes down to it, you know, we're going to keep fighting. If the game comes down to the last play, if the game comes down to the last 2 minutes, you know, I believe in us, and you know that'll keep going forever.
When you hit DJ, I know obviously you're celebrating with your teammates, but do you look up around the stadium for a second or two just to see what's happening?
What's going on, Daryl McClure?
Yeah. You obviously enjoy the moments. You obviously enjoy being able to go out there and have those moments and scoring those touchdowns, because you look up in the crowd and it's just electric. You know, it's exciting. The energy from there and that point. I mean, they were rowdy. They were on it, and like I said, they were key in this game.
You realize, you know, historically,
this should be the last.
Not a lot of playoff matchups between the Bears and Packers. For years to come.
I'm in it, so it's hard for me to, I would say, fully recognize and things like that. But I do have an idea that it's big for the city. I think, you know, last time that this game was played was a long time ago in the playoffs, and it's only our third time, I believe they said, you know, being able to go versus the Packers in the playoffs. And so, you know, it's exciting, it's fun, but it, you know, for us, it's just another game.
Have you been on a team like this that's never out of the game, especially when the original game might go sideways?
Yeah, I've been on some. I've had some games throughout my career, some years throughout my career where, you know, you gotta come back and go in the game. I've done that. I've been a part of it, and I always feel, you know, with me out in the field, I feel pretty confident that until the clock hits zero, we got a pretty good shot.
You've always been very, very confident.
Yeah.
Made you more confident this year? Just the.
I would say. He's helped because it's, you know, you go out there and you read the defense and you know you believe. Obviously, he has a track record of being one of the best offensive coordinators, and you know right now he's, you know, for me, he's top candidate for head coach of the year and things like that. But you go out there and you know I have these meetings with him, and our trust and our relationship, our bond has grown, and so when you have that trust and you got somebody that has your back, has your six. It's the confidence goes to the roof, and then you know you have the meetings, you have such belief in his play calling, you have such belief in your team, and who's out there on the field with you. Confidence goes to the roof, and then you know, like I said, you have these meetings with him, and he tells you, you know, this play is for this, and you know just plan his offense, his scheme, and trying to play it well, keep the offense on the field, all these different things. And you go out there and you work so hard and you hit these plays and all these different things, and confidence just keeps growing. And so I would say yes, he's helped with the confidence for us as a team, us as an organization, but also myself.
Can you describe the moment?
Oh man, come on, man.
Yeah, felt great to have my first playoff win with these guys. It felt great being able to fight the way we did. And come out victorious, and it feels great to be able to move on to the next game next week, and be able to focus on that game. And you know, other than that, man, I'm tired. I'm ready to go home and go to sleep. The Bears. Thank you, everybody.
All right, man. We got my boy Soulback Sports Amrit is in the building, man. That was a long press conference, man. I appreciate your patience. Was nothing I could do about it, bro. We can't interrupt the guys that's talking ball, man. I got Shad here with me. It's me and Shad, man.
Yes, sir.
Here. So shout out to my guy Soulback Sports, bro. What's your thoughts on the win, bro? What was your thoughts on the game? Cardiac Bears starting slow again. I'm for one to think we was gonna be able to pull it out. But you saw what I saw in the chat. Tell me what I said in the chat about the down. What I say? Give it to me. What I say? How many 5 and outs, right? 3 and outs, right?
Yeah. Yes,
I called
sir.
it, right? I called it. I say, look, give me something. Let me focus, y'all. Y'all gotta be quiet. Let me see if I win the game. I said, you know what?
Yes, sir.
If we get 5 3 and outs, we're gonna win this game. We got 5, bro. It's like 4 or 5. But I'm gonna let you have the floor, dog. Give me your thoughts on the game, man. How you feeling? Are you tired? I'm exhausted, man. I was hyping here earlier, man, screaming and yelling. I'm just hyped, man, animated, man. Just can't believe we won our first playoff game in 15 years, man. I can only imagine how you feel, bro. So, how you feeling, man? What's going on with you, man?
There's so much in my mind right now that, like, I want to say so many different things at once.
Go ahead.
And
Go ahead.
first of all,
take your time, bro. We deserve to be up here all night long, man.
No. It's just that I after the game, I came into my room because I was already super hyped. I literally got so hyped. I went into my room and I was just sitting there, like, we just won that game. I was at halftime, like every halftime at this point during the season, questioning everything about my football team. Do I actually know ball at all? Like, do I know this team whatsoever? And then, it's like, okay, I'm turning this off. I always say that, but I never do because I know somehow there's
a lot of people bail too.
Yeah, literally. And also in the third quarter, we screwed up too. And it's just the amount of time I just could not get away from my TV. I was with my brother. I was watching the game and oh man, just to win this game. Oh, and also I had to throw on the 13. Dude, after this
so
win,
back.
Sir.
You got the Trojan on. I guess you practicing safe sex. Let's get it.
Bruh. I mean, it's just this game, everything that went wrong in the first half went wrong. Caleb threw a lot of interceptions. The Bears looked very dysfunctional when it comes to an offensive game plan. We were just in flux. And then we went into the half 21-3. And I'm just because the thing is, they ended the half with missing that field goal going into the half. And they had the ball too, which made me okay, this is going to be one of those games where we get belt. And BTA. They just will, BTA, And the fact that we came out in the half, we looked pretty good, but then we just could not convert, and then we just had to settle for a field goal. Then the fourth quarter came around, and something with that, I don't know something about Caleb Williams, but I think he's programmed where, once the clock strikes 5, like how in Cinderella, when the clock strikes midnight, everything the ball gown goes away. The clock strikes 5. The mentality of all the stuff that Tom Brady downloads to his head is downloaded to Caleb Williams. Because while there were some times where some questionable throws, Caleb was taking shots down the field. He did not care. He was doing everything possible to keep us in that game. And that 4th and 8, where it would look like the D lineman got to Caleb Williams. Caleb, using his magic and escapability, throws an absolute MJ level, Air Jordan-esque throw to Rome Odunze to not only get the 4th down, but also get a first down and plus into Green Bay territory. And this game is literally like every other game where we started off really slow. I've been asking us to not do that, but the Bears just won't listen. They just won't listen. They literally don't care. This is their game plan because I think they Green Bay as well was a little bit questionable in my mind because there were a lot of questionable choices of plays that they did that kept the Bears in the game. I will admit, the Bears took advantage, like how they have been. They've been opportunistic of, taking advantage of what Green Bay has been doing or what their opponent does in the second half. And if it doesn't work, the Bears will take advantage of it. And there was opportunities where, like, the fumble on the return, the fumble into the end zone from Christian Watson that was recovered for a touchdown, or like for a first down and goal, pretty much.
That was crazy.
Yeah, like, there were so many opportunities the Bears could have had that they could have literally had the ball, but they generated almost turnovers, I would say. So I guess that was a key to victory. So we'll just take it with a grain of salt. And then once the game ended, it was just pure elation. Like, we what is the word called? Like, exercised our demons, essentially. And now the Bears in the playoffs have a 2-1 record against the Packers at home or whatever, or something like that, something of that sort.
Caleb is 3-2 against them. Caleb is actually 3-2 versus them right now. He's
Caleb has a winning record against the Packers. And Ben Johnson, didn't have himself a great first half. It was very extremely questionable calls. But he channeled it. Second half, it was a different team. Took care of business. And just like that, he lived up to his press conference statement by saying, "I enjoy beating Matt LaFleur twice a year." He did not lie. He did not lie because he did beat him. He did beat him in the same season. I will take that. Ben Johnson delivered on the many things that he said in that press conference. Winning games. It's a win now situation. We're on to the divisional round. 1 check mark. Won the division. Another check mark. Beating Matt LaFleur twice in the season. Another check mark. Changing the culture for the Chicago Bears. Another check mark. He's been delivering in everything in the first season, like more than what I could have asked for, and it's genuinely so refreshing. I would love us to just have a good start from start to beginning, but if this is what we can expect with this current iteration of this team, imagine with an off season where we retool this defense and get better scheming and better coverage and better improvements to our roster for the defensive side of the ball. The sky's the limit for this team. A lot of things to check, like to fix before we go to the divisional round. Like every single game at this point, we're kind of like rinse and repeating and saying that we need to start fast. We need to execute on defense, and to give credit where credit is due, the Bears in the second half defensively have done well. Like, they did what they needed to do, get multiple stops. They did get burnt. They did unfortunately allow Matthew Golden to get a touchdown, and the memes have officially ended, unfortunately, which kind of sucks. But they traded a win for a Matthew Golden legacy game, I guess. So, I mean, listen, if that's the priority for the Packers, I mean, sure. I mean, we'll gladly give Matthew Golden his 1 touchdown that essentially is meaningless now. So,
right. It hurt. It hurt at the moment. It should hurt at the moment. In the moment,
yes, sir. I was a bit worried. And another thing too. Caleb has more playoff wins than Justin Herbert. Let that sink in right now. Caleb has more playoff wins in just 2 seasons in his first time in the playoffs than Justin Herbert. Listen, I love Justin Herbert. He's a good man. He's a good quarterback. But I just needed to point that out. I don't know. Something. I just need any stat that seems like it's going to go against anyone else and it will make the Bears look good. I'm all for it. I'm looking for those stats at this point, man. And Colston Loveland, man. I wanted a jersey. I picked him in fantasy. It's looking like a great pick, especially in my Dynasty League. And today, he set the record for like the second tight end in NFL history as a rookie to record that many passing yards. He was a big reason why we essentially won this game, or even were in a position to win this game. I am at a loss for words, and even though I'm speaking too many to you right now, because this was
they enjoying it, bro. 240 people, bro. They eating it up, man. You doing your thing right now, man. Make sure y'all follow my boy So Back Porch on X, man. He's hilarious. He's smart. If you're on TikTok, he's on TikTok too, man. He's very, very good, my young boy. But go ahead, man. We the OGs right now, man. I'm just listening to you, man. I'm just listening to you, man.
Guy, like, I'm telling you right now, man. Like, if this continues to the Super Bowl, bro, I'm gonna age to like 100. I think that's the. If we find a way to get this,
you got to get you some blood pressure medicine, bro. Like, you too young for that, but we're gonna have to get you some, man. It's
at this point,
Cardiac Bears every week. Shad, CJ, Shad, you still with us?
Absolutely, brother.
Man, bro, I'm so excited. I was so pumped up, Amherst, man. Like, I've been podcasting with CJ, bro, going on 4 fucking seasons, man. We've been losing, bro, from a quarterback change, from Justin Fields to Mitch Trubisky, Eberflus, from Matt Nagy to Ben Johnson, from Ryan Pace to Brian Poles to Ben Johnson. Like, to sit up here every fucking week, bro. Me and CJ, before we found Shad and we found Allen, I found Allen and Shad, and me and CJ me up, man. And this shit is a grind, man. Like, it's not a lot of money in this type of shit, man. You really have to love this, bro. You really gotta enjoy networking. You really gotta enjoy people. You really gotta have fun doing this. You know what I'm saying? Because some of the benefits don't actually come until you do certain things. So we've just been having fun doing this shit, bro. So tonight, I hope every single Bear fan that saw me get hyped like that earlier, man, understood it from a place of, bro, it's been a grind. Watching your team lose, podcasting, losing, stupid ass draft picks, stupid ass free agency signings. It all came to a head tonight. So bad, like, I'm just so pumped up, man. You said so many things. It's just like, at this moment in time, bro, it's just refreshing, man. It's not cool that we keep having to play from behind. We've got to play for a lead. I've been asking that all season. And I think I was so excited because I could not believe that one. And I told Allen, and on the phone I said, Allen, man, we're going to get a couple more 3 and outs. We're going to win this game. I told Allen that shit too. And it happened, bro. But I say that to say this. It just feels good to win a game, bro. Win a playoff game. It just feels really, really good, man. And going forward, man, I just really hope that we can get this scheme better. I really, really do, man. I really hope that Caleb Williams get this shit together, bro. Like, Shad, I'm pretty sure we're going to do it all 22. He missed a ton of throws, bro. He made a bunch of mistakes. You got good Caleb, you got bad Caleb. But if this is something that the Chicago Bears and the fan base are going to be vested in, bro, he's going to have to be better, bro. 50% completion today, bro, is not good, man. It's not good. I don't know, OG. Is Caleb Williams that good to where he can erase mistakes? Just answer me that. Is he that good to where he can erase mistakes?
Guy, sorry to interrupt. I have to head out soon. I got to go hop onto another pod. But I just one last thing I wanted to mention before I let you just speak. Go ahead. It's the fact that we're able to win in the second year of Caleb Williams is the fact that this is his, like, in a sense, floor, like, and he still has so much to improve is what's so awesome about this. And it just like you said, you hit the nail on the head. Like, it's so great to win. It's just so reinvigorates, and this could be a turning point in the franchise. It could be something that down the line that we can kind of build off on. And these are the type of wins that can change an entire, like, organization's trajectory. Because, like, like I said, exercise their demons at this point. And now we're on to the division. And now I feel like this is even more house money. We're playing with more house money than we did with the Packers. Because Packers, it felt like a must win. Like, genuinely, it felt like a must win. Where we had to beat them. and we were the 2 seed, and they had the opportunity to, you know, go through this like prophecy that they say, like, oh, 27 years old, Jordan Love is 27, Brett Favre, etc. were 27 when they won their titles. We exercised that demon that they didn't allow them to go to the Super Bowl, even though they were absolutely hurt and whatnot. But anyways, final note, I'm excited to see what we do down the line, especially this offseason. But at the same time, we have the divisional round. We have to face either the 49ers, Eagles, or Rams, I think. I'm not 100% sure if they're likely the Rams are going to be in play, but I'm going to have to head out. But thank you again for having me on.
Yeah.
I genuinely appreciate you always for asking if I'm free. And enjoy the win, man, and thank you guys for listening. I really do appreciate it. And good night, fellas. Bear down, gentlemen.
All right, peace out. Man, and then there were 3, man. Shout out to my brother in here, man. My blood brother. What up, Jarvis? AKA PJ, my brother's in here saying, let's go, Big Bear fan. Man,
OGs. We listened to Caleb. We listened to Ben Johnson in the press conference. G, you started out by punching me in the chest, knocking me over the Gatorade table because you wanted to talk defense. Let's talk defense real quick for the people that's still in the chat. Salute to Jarvis and everybody else in here. Third quarter, the Bears came out. You ask about what did Dennis Allen do in terms of adjustments. The Green Bay Packers got the ball first possession out of halftime. 5 plays in a punt.
Yeah.
Bears get the ball back, kick a field goal. Then they get the ball back again. Packers on their second possession of the second half. 5 plays, punt.
2 3-and-outs.
Second possession for the Chicago Bears, they threw an interception after 9 plays on the drive that looked like they were going to score, which ended up being 21-6 at that point in the game. Packers get the ball, do nothing with it after 6 plays, they punt. 3 punts in the third quarter, ladies and gentlemen, if you're keeping count at home. Fourth quarter comes, Bears convert on a field goal. Packers get the ball back for their 4th possession in the second half. 5 plays, punt.
4 3-and-outs.
No yards.
I love that.
Say that again.
No yards.
Plays. No yards. At that point, it was 21-9. Bears scored a touchdown. Green Bay came back and answered. It was a clutch touchdown, to be honest with you. Because on them 9 plays, I didn't really like how they was approaching it. I thought that was the opportunity for Dennis Allen to bring some pressure, but that was also the same drive that they lost 2 players on defense on the same possession. So I'm not bitching about it. Bears answered or countered it with another touchdown, the third of the second half. So we looking at that last Green Bay drive, or what we thought was going to be the last Green Bay drive at the 4-minute mark. They keep the ball, 13 fucking plays, ended up missing a field goal.
Yeah.
They opened the door for the Bears to get back in. It was 27-24 at that point. When they missed that field goal, they would have had an opportunity to go up 6. Now, I thought that Matt LaFleur would have gone for it to try to ice the game or put more pressure on the Bears, knowing how the Bears operate at the end of the game, Allen. But they didn't. Bears came back, got a touchdown at the end of the game, 15-play drive. That's it. Curtain call. Bears go home. So we look at the Bears defense and say they was the shit. But when I want to talk about the offense looking just as shitty for a half, we don't want to talk about it.
Go ahead, Shot. I was just hyped, man. I'm just hyped, bro.
I wanted to put my foot in the ass of everybody that had a jersey on offense coming out here today with that fucking malarkey.
That was some bullshit in that first half.
It was absolutely disrespectful. It was disrespectful for everybody that showed up on a Saturday night as loud as they was. Brian Urlacher was out there throwing a towel. You had Devin Hester kicking Grove jacket. Ain't no fucking way in the world. Ben Johnson should not have had them boys with they fucking fire on their head like Vegeta.
Right.
It was disappointing to have 3 points at halftime. This is big boy football, man. I keep saying this. They're a great team when you talk about situational football because they're coached well. But this is after adjustment. The offense, even though Sobek had a whole 20-minute exposition on why the Bears look great and how Caleb Williams is ascending to a superstar. Let me say this. In the second half of football games, a team that was up by 2 possessions go to prevent defense. Coach Allen, does defensive coordinators not go to soft coverages when they up 2 scores? That makes it very easy to get completions, very easy to get yardage when you wasn't getting in the first half. Ben Johnson did not have an answer for Lafley's defense in the first half, and I like to ask Ben Johnson that question instead of them soft-ass cookie questions that he was getting up there tonight. Caleb, can you at any point this season say I played like shit in the first half? One time, fam.
Yeah.
One time.
Yeah.
Even in the win, that's when you supposed to do it. You say, guess what? That's when you do it. Hey, y'all. Hey, city of Chicago. I left my jock strap and everything else in the locker room for a half. My bad. But I knew y'all owed y'all money, and that's why we got the dub. That's how you get your team on your back. That's how everybody look at what you say and take it for truth. Shorty was out there tweaking. He was frustrated again in the first half. He was blaming receivers. He was blaming linemen. And the shit shows, bro. When the shit don't go right, he shows them little diva tendencies. And I'm telling you, it went right tonight, y'all. Green Bay had 40 motherfuckers on IR. They had a dingling head coach that was soft and didn't want to lose the game with 2 possession lead. That was on the Green Bay Packers today. I'm going to be happy because we left and we won because we put ourselves in situations to win that game. And I got to give credit for a team to take advantage of opportunities. What did you call these guys the last couple weeks? What were we talking about the other day? In the words of Jeezy, I'm an opportunist.
Yeah, I'm an opportunist.
And that's okay. But I can call a spade a spade. If the defense looked like shit for everybody in this city, guess what? They flipped the script in the second half and shut Green Bay the fuck down. Grilled cheeses for anybody that wanted them.
You right.
So get them motherfucking boys credit. They lost their starting linebacker, their defensive end, and make $40 million a year and do damn shit. Montez, I'm on your fucking heels, fam. That was a backup in front of him all game, y'all. I want the snap count, Allen. When we pull up this all 22, I want to know how many plays did he play this week? How many times was he not on the field? Because it's unacceptable for this motherfucker not to have him. How many?
I'm gonna give him about 59 plays.
See, if he wasn't at 85 or above in terms of snaps, percentage of the snaps on defense, I'm calling him the fuck out, bro. Because there's no more excuses, bro. We can't afford you not to be on the field. Salute to G for calling out Booker having another salute game because he seems to have a point to prove against.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Because Booker is showing when you give him one-on-one opportunities,
he'll
get past you. He can get past you, and whether he's getting sacks or getting pressure, he's making disruptions. He's making disruptions, and that's what you want. Javon Dexter, where did you go again? And when the ball was on the ground. You're jumping over it. You're running by the ball. Follow your big 7-foot ass on the ball. I'm done with 99. Get his shit and get him the fuck off the field. Allen, I don't want him playing no more, bro. Find somebody else to play the position. I'm sick of this shit, bro. I'm sick of his shit. You want me to go ham on somebody, bro? I'm going ham on Javon fucking Dexter again. He keep doing the same shit. See, this is the problem with young guys that get drafted. You get entitled players, you get entitled snaps, you get entitled play. He has not performed on any level worthy of enough for the snaps.
He's a professional football player.
I mean, god damn,
he's not a professional football player.
I mean, I'm being honest, bro. Either he can get it in another scheme, but from what we saw on the Eberflus, and people said he had a ceiling. There is no ceiling. There is no difference in this kid from the moment he was drafted to today.
Yeah. Mediocre.
It was the most. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you go ahead, OG. But this is the most I watched from the trenches today, just specifically for Javon, bro. And I really watched that shit. That shit was.
We saw 3 linebackers in the second half, and if you wanted to talk about it, there you go. I got my boy DeMarco on the field, and we saw a change in the way that defense performed. You had somebody that was making tackles in between the sticks that allowed that team on 3rd down to get the fuck off the field, man. It matters. Missed tackles matter, bro. Nashawn Wright missed 3 of them. Jaquan Brisker missed 2 of them. Kyler Gordon missed every fucking body.
Jalen too.
Jalen Johnson 6 today.
You know what? He made his $650,000 for today's performance. Jalen Johnson, salute to you, bro. Tip of the cap. I told y'all, I spoke highly of him. I said on the last drive, he was going to have an opportunity to make a play of the game. And he had an opportunity.
And he let him off.
He dropped coverage and let that dude catch the ball on the sideline.
Baby hands.
He got
baby hands. He got baby hands when he want to tackle some shit.
All right, I'm good, man. I'm good. I had to get that off. You wanted me to go in on that shit. I went in on that. I hope everybody.
You sound like me at the beginning when we got in here, man.
Hey, man, I had to get it out too, man. Shit.
Man, bro, we in this shit doing this shit 4 seasons, bro. All that shit I was feeling, I guess that shit had to come out, bro, because god damn, man. So OG, man, you know, what's your thoughts, man? We've been going for about 1 hour and 25 minutes, man. We got 445 people live in the chat right now. Make sure you following us on Twitter or X or Facebook or YouTube, man. We appreciate every single comment, every single follow, every single retweet, repost, requote, whatever you want to call it, man. And shout out to Sergio Dominguez, bro. I'm gonna recognize you, man. You must be a Denver Broncos fan, bro, because you've been talking about the Broncos all night. You've been in here, man. We've been in here. But OG, man, what you got for us, man? We've been going for 1 hour and 25, man. You got anything you want to say about anything, bro? Because I think we've covered it all, from me talking crazy about the offense being hyped, shout out crushing the defense, how they need to be better, shout out crushing the offense, how they need to be better. You know, man, we give y'all every single thing when we come on this show, man. We want to be as authentic as possible. We want to be 100% as possible, man, emotionally. I know y'all like, I ain't never seen G get on here and act like that. Bro, this is our first playoff game in the 15 years that we won. How am I supposed to act right now, bro? What am I supposed to be? I am too hyped, man. I am too animated. There's a heart attacks all year dealing with this team. We haven't been comfortable playing with the lead all year. I'm at the apex of my emotions right now, bro, especially off of victory. Give me some damn grace. Give me some goddamn grace. It's crazy, man. OG, what you got, man? 447 people in here right now, big dog. You got your mic muted, OG. You got to unmute your mic. Thanks, bro. I appreciate the compliment, man. We keep it real, man. Be honest, man. Yep. I can't hear nothing you saying, OG. You still got your mic muted. Let me know when you got you. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, man. I believe that the special teams, to me, is the second best thing that happened today. Post and Loveland. I think those 3 components, along with some creative defensive play, kind of slowing down and kind of jumbling up love in the offense for Green Bay, man. I'm just really proud that the special teams made an impact and left an imprint on this game. Caleb and Ben, they got to figure out some way to, clean some of the stuff up. But at the end of the day, they won the game. We continue to say that, but great teams, we leave no doubt. And we're not there yet to leave no doubt.
Right.
And next week, man, Philadelphia and San Francisco, man, they play football on concrete. So them two teams, they're gonna come in here ready to play some football too, man. So I'd rather have the 49ers just because of that weather dynamic. I just don't think they're gonna be ready for the cold. But we got some stuff to go on. I think Caleb showing some expression today gave me some more intel about how he moves when things are down.
Speak on that.
Yeah, when times are getting tough, I want my quarterback to be calm, breathe, just breathe. But then sometimes you do have to get in a wide receiver's, space. Like if you ain't doing what you're supposed to, man, you gotta do your job.
Right.
But at the same time, like Charles said, you gotta hold yourself accountable too. But today was a good so today was a good day. We got by, we survived, and then we're gonna keep pushing to the next week, man. I really want to see my guys in that championship game, and I would love to have a championship game on the lakefront. God knows I would. So good luck next week, man. I hope we get the 49ers, y'all. I don't want to play the Eagles no more. The Eagles they're a bully team. And I think teams that's got physicality that play on concrete, they give us trouble. So I'm just hoping that we play the 49ers. That's the type of game that we could throw the ball around the field. And it'll be one of them games, who got the ball last. And if we got the ball last, my money on Caleb. So, just Caleb, man, he's got that. He just got something, man, that you can kick him while he down, and then next thing you know, man, he the damn champ. It's just like, he's good Caleb, bad Caleb, man. I guess we're gonna continue to have that dynamic in Chicago. Good Rex, bad Rex. Good Jay, bad Jay. So we're just not gonna shake the damn, the quarterback is put in half. Like, so bear down, man. It's just one of them days, man. I'm just shocked that we pulled this game out, man, because we did not play a great football game, but
that's why I was so animated, bro. I couldn't believe that shit. I could not believe we won this game, bro. That's what a lot of energy was like. I cannot believe we got away with it again, bro. Hold on, Sha. I'm gonna do a comment. To our point, said good seeing y'all pissed off on slow starts. Need to burn over right away on the first possession. Shout out to my homegirl, Honey McMahon, man. She reposted the stream. Appreciate you, bear down, man. Appreciate you, Honey McMahon. She's been down with me for a long time on Twitter, man. Really appreciate her. Good person, and she knows football. But yeah, shot. But go ahead, man. It was just I'm like kind of like I was so shocked. We won the game. Like I was hopeful, but I'm like, we got away with this shit again. I know it takes two teams to play deep. It's two teams out there, but like again.
Yeah. Let's keep it in perspective. The Bears were the number 2 seed, even though they were considered an underdog in this matchup. The matchup being the way that it was, is people really felt more comfortable with the Packers and what they had and what they have done before, as opposed to the upstarted Bears, where people still had questions on them, even Bear fans. Now, this game pretty much played out just like that. The validation comes from the Bears being able to continue what they did in the regular season and the postseason against a rival, which they have not done historically. Now, this is where the big moment comes in. You talk about projections. The best path forward to a trophy would be the Bears staying at home for the playoffs. Now, it means that you're going to be tomorrow rooting for the Niners to beat the Eagles, meaning that the lower seeded team would go play Seattle, and the short team comes to Chicago. The Rams have already won their game against the Carolina Panthers. So that means that the Rams will be coming to Chicago on the lakefront as long as the Philadelphia Eagles do not win at home. If that's the case, then that means that next week on Sunday early, the Bears and the Rams, 2 explosive offense, 2 young upstart quarterback related coaches, meaning game plans is going to be off the chain. Caleb versus Stafford. Caleb came into the league idolizing Matthew Stafford, one of the first guys he mentioned on draft night in terms of who he likes to project or who he's watched or followed in terms of being an NFL prospect. So that's going to be an interesting measure. If they were to get past the Rams, the next team to keep you at home would be hopefully the Eagles beat, guess who? The Seattle Seahawks. If you look at that matchup, it's pretty much 50-50, and based on the lineage, if the Eagles were able to get past the Seahawks, upset the number 1 seed, Eagles get a rematch opportunity in Chicago on the lakefront in the NFC divisional game. That's what your path to the Super Bowl would be if you're hopeful to stay in Chicago. But for me, after they looked how they looked against Green Bay, man, all gloves off, I'm thankful to be playing another week. I look forward to seeing whoever the matchup is. To be perfectly honest, next week, the Bears won't be favored regardless of who they're playing. So from that standpoint, it's a situation where you just got to look at the matchup, figure out where the mismatches will be at, who's going to be healthy, and hope for the motherfucking best, man. Because the thing is, Chicago is an advantage. The biggest hotbed in football in the world. The energy created in that stadium when the Bears are playing is unlike any other stadium in the country. So if we got something to cheer for, if we can galvanize that team on the field, you got to like our chances, man. So I'm going to tip the cap to the home team, and I'm going to take my shirt off before I go in the crib.
Yeah, man. You know what's so crazy though, Sean? I was more going to let you. I was expecting us to lose this game, bro. I knew you was gonna come in here just like you was and be fucking on fire, bro. I saw you in the group chat with the mean emojis. So to see the energy flip to me in a positive manner, bro, is something only fucking football can do. Because I was like, I'm not gonna be mad about this loss. I was ready to be like, you know, we came a long way. We're 11-5 first year. I was ready for us to lose, bro. So when we won that game, bro, I could not believe we got away with that shit again, bro. I was so fucking hyped and I was so proud. But hold on, we got was 21 said gave me a warm feeling. Soldier Field rocking in January. Play deserves some happiness before they end up playing in a new stadium whenever that finally happens.
Very true statement right there. 2-1 flicks HX. I don't know how I want to say it, but
right.
This is the truth, man. The reason
Lima Hotel.
I mean, that's the reason it's so big, man. The Chicago Bears are going to be stopped playing football in Soldier Field, and that is the only place since they played at Wrigley that those games and that team is performed. Outside of the exception when they went down to Urbana for a year for reconstruction, for putting that UFO in the middle of that bitch now. But it's a special place, man. Even though it's the smallest stadium, you know, based on the numbers in the league on capacity. When you get in that space, man, it's such an energy that I think that truly Caleb does, I guess through a conduit, he's actually absorbed it and it's actually helped him in a way that I think is very unique, man. You know, certain players have the ability to transform when they're on a showcase. Like great actors turn into just elite actors when the spot's on, when the camera's on.
Right.
Some guys like Jordan or Kobe, when you talk about Kobe, you know, when the lights on, when the game's bigger, he just meets that stage, right? So like maybe this is what this kid's DNA is that on the higher the stage, the higher his level of performance can be. I think what Ben Johnson has to understand or has to figure out is that, do you want him to be the beginning of the game?
Right.
And you live with those turnovers and some of that miscellaneous play that you see? Or do you truly want to try to lean in and dictate and try to hide your defense by running the ball a little bit earlier? He spoke on that in the postgame. You know, and I think he's in a conundrum where he really feels like he wants to trust Caleb, but right now, if he does anything to one
side, turn your mic off real quick.
If he does anything to one sided, it completely throw off the chemistry of the team. Like he's been pressing the right buttons enough for them to be in the right situation to win games at the end. Like game management is huge, and Ben Johnson gets a check mark for being one of the best game managers, because in terms of keeping time right, keeping timeouts on point, making sure the time of possession is not out of sight, out of mind. Like he a bad dude.
Yeah, man. And we got my boy Sergio on here. He said, I'm drinking a joint and smoking a beer. Yeah, man. He having a good time. Yeah, man. I hope he do too, man. You said a lot right there, Shaw. I really hope this is not who this team is going to be going forward with these slow starts. Like I can't believe this is who we are. I refuse to believe that this is what Caleb Williams is, and I refuse to believe that this is what Ben Johnson is. Like I refuse to believe that shit. There's no way that as good as me. Like, is this really we're on the floor right now? Like we're playing good football, but we're not good. Like we're good, but we're not consistent on like it's not fucking good, bro. Like I refuse to believe that this is what we are as a team for the next 6 years, next 5 years. With being the however long, I refuse to believe that shit, bro. There's no way that I could sit here and not like it's like, okay, this is your first time winning a playoff game. And it's like, yeah, we won, but it's like, man, like how happy can you really be going forward when we steady winning like this? Like it just don't feel right. It's like it don't feel sustainable. So it's like, you know, it's just weird. It's a weird place to be as a fan. Me personally, it's just a weird place to be. I know how to sniff something out. You know, y'all know I can see things before it happen a lot of times. And I'm like, this cannot be what this young man is, bro. He cannot be a second half quarterback. This shit cannot be real. So I think I'm trying to figure it out in my mind. Maybe you can help me, Shad. Like, what is this? Like, what the fuck is this? Because it's not clean, bro. Like, it's not clean. I don't know if it's Caleb. I don't know if it's Ben. I counted like 3-4 stupid ass play calls being called, 2 stupid ass trick plays. It was a few dumb ass shit. And then there was some dumb ass shit from Caleb. It's like, they really gotta grow together? You know what I mean? Like, is it really that deep, bro? Is it really that fucking deep?
Cohesion, bro. Cohesion.
Hold on. So he a second-year quarterback. You got it. On the first-year offense. Then you got Ben as a first-year head coach. So it seems like they both. Is this shit really? They gotta grow together, bro?
Cohesion.
Right.
Cohesion. I mean, it like when it's always something. And it's always something different. That is why they don't successfully complete drives for points. That's cohesion. And to me, that starts with the play caller. And then it materializes to your quarterback. So because you got a quarterback that everybody's considering him a rookie, you got to look at the play caller. What are you doing with your scripts? How are you game planning to attack the defense to start the game? Because it hasn't worked well. So you have to look at Ben Johnson's approach in terms of how he's game planning defenses. Is the defensive coordinators having the advantage against Ben Johnson when they're coming up in terms of tendencies? So like Ben Johnson's been considered a top tier offensive guy for 5 years, but at the same time, the book's out on Ben Johnson. People know what he likes to do. They know he likes to do early pre-snap motion, give his quarterback reads, so that way he has a little bit of a better understanding on where to go with the ball, especially on second level throws. So teams have tried to go against his tendencies, you know what I mean, and force the Bears to play left-handed, so to speak. You know what I mean? Yeah. So if that's what they're gonna have to deal with, it's gonna look a little weird until they get a little bit more mature with what he's trying to do, man. You know, because it's not like the approach is bad. I just really think it's just really the cohesion of them getting together and making sure that they're efficient on this shit, man. Great teams offensively, they typically have been together for a while. So I'm gonna call it just inexperience, man, and cohesion, bro.
Yeah, shout out to Sergio saying, oh my God, it's S.A.G. Walker, fuck that, and win is a win, fuck the Packers. Of course, fuck the Packers and the win is a win. But bro, we really break down the game, bro. You talking to somebody with shot right here who plays safety. played safety in college. You talking to OG Allen, who was a coach who played offensive lineman. And me, I'm a student of the game, you know what I mean? And I listen to these guys. I know the game a little bit. I'm getting better. Because I can kind of see things down the road. You know what I'm saying? I got vision like that. So, but when you put it all together, this is what you get, bro. We just don't say shit a lot of times to say it. We really break everything down because we're basing it off what we're seeing. You know what I mean? We got to call it how we see it. If the offense is sputtering for week after week, we got to talk about it. If the defense is not good, we got to talk about it. Like, we got to give you every single thing. If you're a follower of us and on our fan base, we got to give you every single detail from the game, from our perspective, good or bad or indifferent. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're doing, bro. A win is a win. But, and Shad, I want to ask you, and this is the last I want to talk about. I think I said this to you or someone on my chat. I was like, this game right here, and I think I'm a little bit disappointed, bro, from the experience of playing a clean game as an offense. I said, if we come out here and we play a clean game, I will be happy with that because you could carry that into the next game or into the next season. You know what I mean? Because you played such a complete game. But we didn't play such a complete game. So there was no real kind of like growth to me. Am I right or wrong? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, we didn't, it's like we won, but we've been playing that way all season. You know what I mean? And we didn't really necessarily grow to me. Because even if we would have lost that game and we played a cleaner game, I would have came in here like, I could see spots where we grew. But I didn't really see spots where we grew at. Like, I don't know if that's just me. Did you see anything where we kind of like grew? Because I'm saying, it's like, it just didn't turn the corner for me because we played like this all year. And thank you, man, Sergio. He said facts. Like, thanks, man. I'm just wondering if I'm talking outside of my ass. I'm like, I was really wanting us to grow in a different way in that game. And I was a little disappointed in the way we played, continually how we continue to play. Even though we won. I'm happy, but it's like, we can't take nothing from that.
It looked the same.
Yeah.
It looked the same.
Yeah.
Nah, you're right on the money, G. I mean, you know, the maturation ain't where it's supposed to be. Ideally, you would like them to be able to be a more complete team. You would like for them also not to shoot themselves in the foot. They had a lot of drops today again.
Right.
Those are situations where you ask your player your focus. Where's your focus there? You know what I mean? And you got to credit the defense on a couple of them. They did make some good plays. It was some tight coverage today. DBs from Green Bay were all in the motherfucking pockets for the Bears, so it's not a situation where, you know, they were just dropping wide open balls. You know, there were a few, but, you know, I got to give credit to the defense there. The Packers played very good tight coverage, sticky coverage in the secondary against the Bears. I mean, if you look at how they spreaded the ball around, if you're talking about maturation, look at the quarterback play. Caleb had 24 completions, which is a very good number in the playoffs, upwards of 350 in terms of yardage.
Hold on. Who had what? Then what?
Yeah, 360 yards total.
I missed all of that. I didn't see that shit at all. I just came right in here.
Yeah, and for me, it's like, you know, you get those benchmarks, you got to say that, okay, he had an excellent game. You know, his quarterback rating was only 71, and primarily that's because 2 turnovers and a sack. But the lack of completions at 50% is really where that number should go upwards. You know what I mean? Early in the game, when they were throwing the ball around the field, you know, to me, that's where I think he was trying to find his rhythm, trying to find out what matchup was going to work. And I don't know if that was Ben Johnson orchestrated or if that was Caleb designed, because I thought that they should probably target the slot more in this particular game. Loveland had a big game. I know he was targeted 15 times, but for me, I look at if you isolate McKinney, which is their free safety, you got opportunities to go at everybody else in the middle of the field. And they really didn't take advantage of that. You saw DJ Moore get one post route. I believe that was on the 3rd down. Big slant catch. Good play on that drive. You know what I mean? It kept the drive going. He ended up scoring on that drive. I think it was a field goal. But, you know, some of the wheel routes or some of the check downs to your running backs, you didn't see him throw them. You know what I mean? Swift only had 2 catches. I thought he could have had 4 or 5. Monangai had a couple options. He had 22 on 1 catch. And it was one play, Monangai was right in front of him on one of the plays that he scrambled left as opposed to just dumping it down and keep moving. those are the plays that you want Caleb to say, hey, bro, we just got to keep it going. Like the play was designed, one wasn't open, check down, let's keep going. You know, the extension of the plays early in the games, those are what I feel kill the drives because he's looking to extend the play himself. And when I look at him in the post game talking or taking ownership of that shit, that to me breeds that like Ben Johnson's okay with him doing it. So when you're talking about Ben giving him freedom, yeah, Ben's giving him freedom because he's allowing him to continue to roll out of plays that's designed for him to sit his ass still. So in the first half, if his completion percentage don't go up, Ben's gonna start calling shit where ain't no movement. And I think that's where you get mad at the offense because you be like, all right, bro, you need to start letting them get around a little bit. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like sometimes you gotta, hey son, come sit down for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And I think early in games, him and Caleb really need to be more talking. Like, hey, I know you want to call this, but real quick, I think we might need to, you know what I'm saying? They need to go back and forth early in the game, right then and there. I like to see the communication as opposed to Ben just calling out the script. Because
I'm glad you said that.
It hasn't worked.
Yeah, man, I'm glad you spoke on that because I was kind of just trying to understand, like you nailed it though, like the growth from, like I didn't feel no growth, man, and I was really win or lose. I'm like, well, we look this way, you know. Caleb was doing this, and Ben was doing this, and the defense did this, but we lost by 2 points. Like, I rather, you know, it's a growth thing to me, man. But I'm like, damn, we won, but I'm like, damn, it's the same shit. And it's like, and I hope, like you said, I hope the cohesion get better, man. The communication get better, like you're saying, because man, it's so hard to really see what's really going on. Besides, like the first thing we see are the incompletions and the missed throws. But you know, we like to go a little bit deeper into that shit. Like, well, what's really going on from a rhythmic standpoint of head coach, play call, or quarterback? It's like we said in the early season, like, bro, we can't be this good in second halves, bro, and this shit just turn on. So that's why I was kind of asking, like, is Caleb OG the type of quarterback like where he can literally erase his mistakes, bro? I've never seen that from a Chicago Bear quarterback. I might have seen that from a Brett Favre or Jay Cutler to some point, you know. Or go ahead, yeah, you know what I mean. Go ahead before you forget. I'll be forgetting shit.
I forgot to give you your stat to confirm your point about Caleb Elway.
Right.
6 plays today. 6 plays today of completions over 20 yards.
6?
Monangai had a 22-yarder, 23-yarder to Swift, a 25-yarder to Burden, a 25-yarder to Moore, a 29-yarder to Loveland, and a 27-yarder to Odunze.
Bro,
those
this
are
is why Shot is in here, man. This is why I got Shot, bro.
6 shot plays. 6 shot plays. That's the growth in your 18 that you're proud of. Because you're making up yardage when the field position is switched. For the fact that they did not run the rock like I wanted them to run the rock, Allen, they only gave me 28 attempts, so you had to get them chunk plays. If you're not going to ground the rock, you need them chunk plays. And what you say, you need 2 passes to move up the field, G, to get in the red zone. So there you go. You got 6. So if he hits that benchmark of 20 completions, 6 shot plays, there's your formula, ladies and gentlemen, for your quarterback to get you the victory. You hope that you get a little bit better performance from your receivers in terms of catching the ball. You hope that your offensive line gets a little better. If Theo's gone, if Ozzy's patella is tore, he's up out of here. Theo Benedict will be your left tackle next week, and I'm pretty sure whoever you play is going to kill. So if it's the Ram, expect Jared Verse to line up on left tackle all fucking day, and that's going to be rough.
Yeah.
That's going to be rough. Just want y'all to get ready for that right fucking now. Right now. Okay? Secondarily, this is what I would say. Growth from quarterback play. The cadence, again, was a positive in this game. He was able to manipulate the Green Bay Packers several times with their linebackers, getting them to move up early with the count. I like that. I like that. If you can talk your way into the free yardage, or you can talk your way into manipulating the guy to move before he's supposed to, you're doing your job pre-snap, Allen. That's what your coach been drilling in on you. So I'm cool with them two things in terms of growth, bro. So, and you called out Coastal Loveland being the player of the game. Salute the Big G. Salute the Big G.
Thank you, man. Thank you for giving me flowers with the 2 play. I didn't know that shit, bro. I know he threw for all that shit for 6 plays for 20 yards here, 20 yards there, man, and coasting with the big game. I know a little bit of something out there, man. Everybody who look, I know a little bit of something. I can see some shit sometimes, but yeah, thanks for clarifying that, bro, because I'm trying to really understand this shit. Like, this shit is cohesion. What the fuck is this, man? What the and we just like, we in the locker room like he's good enough to do this, but it's like he's not good enough to do that in the first half. That shit got to change. I refuse to believe that this is our ceiling, man. This shit can't be. This can't be who we are. I refuse to believe that. There's no way. They won't have a job, bro. Not to me. You won't have a job. Sergio Dominguez says the Denver Broncos are going to the Super Bowl, man. Bro, you and your Broncos, man. You really in here talking about the Broncos on a bear. I got a solution, bro. You've been in here for almost 2 hours with us, man. Because you got some funny ass dad jokes and shit too. That shit said, well, you drinking a joint and smoking a beer was funny as hell. So we appreciate you, man, for coming in. OG, man, we're going to get up out of here, man. Give me some quick final thoughts about the game next week, man. Just give me anything about, who we're going to play or just what you want to see in general, even if you don't know what we want to play, man. What do you want to have? Because we say the same thing every week. And we're not doing it, but we win the game. So with this, anything you want to see us that we could do, special teams or whatever, man, what do you think is what do you think is what we gonna do, man? Because we kind of do how we are, who we are right now under this first year, this first season we've been. But what you got, man? We gonna go. Oh, unmute your mic, OG. My fault.
Yeah, man. I want us to continue to run the football. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, I want to continue to run the football. Yeah, I want to continue to run the football, man. I don't want us to go away from that. Because that softens up the defense, so I want to continue to do that. And also what I like tonight is check down Charlie. Caleb did a lot of check down to the running backs.
Yeah, I saw
you. One-on-ones with the linebackers.
Okay.
Yeah, so I really like those passes by Caleb. Just get the guys the ball in space, let them go. And Rome, man, for the most part, man, Rome looked like he didn't miss a week. Rome looked like he looked like he was in mid-season form. But Kyler Gordon, they hunting you, baby. You on tape, and they are hunting you.
Find number 6.
They're hunting you. Find number 6 and 9. We got a couple dudes. Find number 1, 9, and 6. We got a few dudes that they are hunting. They're bait.
And they play for us.
They're catfish bait. Catfish out there.
Catfish. Yeah. Yeah, my final thoughts, man, is shout out to OG Allen, man, for bringing that up too, man, and saying that you just want to see Caleb doing more check down Charlie, man. Shout out to Shy for coming in off work, pretty much coming in, catching me hype as I was. Shout out to everybody that came in here, 478 people in the live right now, man. 2 hours. I think he deserved this type of post game, man. It's our first playoff victory in a long time. So with that being said, shout out to Sergio for coming in, bro. I really hope you subscribe to our YouTube page, CNG Podcast, CJ page. Shout out to Ruiz who came in here. Splashing got next. Sad TJ went down. TJ did go down. Shout out to my brother Jarvo City in the building. My brother came in. Splashing got next was in here. And of course we had Duro come in. Duro McClure 580 came in here. Whiskey Mike 48 came in here. Who else we have? Sergio, of course. And my boy Soulback Sports who came in at the beginning of the podcast, man, and shared his perspective on the game and everything like that, man. He was cooking, man. I'm gonna clip up some of the stuff he said, but probably tomorrow, man. Definitely gonna clip up some stuff Shad said about the defense, and I might clip up me acting a donkey in this month, acting an ass, man. I know I'm gonna be a little bit buttoned up. Next playoff game we win, I'm gonna act like I've been here before. You know what I mean? I'm gonna act like I've been here before, man. But anyway, with that being said, we're gonna get out of here, man. I'm G Walker from the CNG Podcast. That's Shad from the CNG Podcast. And that's OG Allen from the CNG podcast, man. And we're going to holler at y'all. We'll see you guys, I guess, next week, depending on who we play. One love, man. Bear down. We out of here.
Peace.